Welcome to Nature Book Review, a video showcasing books on nature and wildlife. There are different species of primates. There are different groups like tarsiers, baboons, lemurs, lorises, monkeys, macaques, out of which one is ape, of which humans are part. Now the apes are divided into two groups, the lesser apes and the great apes. Lesser apes include the gibbons and siamang. They are totally tropical species and they are found on the plants. They are totally arboreal. They hardly ever come down to the land. They can swing on the branches and they are very agile in a moment. The great apes include humans, chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, out of which orangutan is more arboreal, tree dwelling. The gorillas and humans are totally land dwelling. Chimpanzees are predominantly land dwelling but rarely they climb trees, but they are not agile. Now, apes do not have tail. That is one of the main features that distinguishes them from other monkeys. Now let's see the brain size. The monkey brain on an average is around 100 cc. Orangutan brain is around 350 cc. Chimpanzee 400 cc. Gorilla 500 cc and human is staggering 1400 cc. However, if you compare brain size to body size, it's always larger in primates and so in apes. Now one may think that why do they need such a big brain size? The possible explanation is their social life. They have their own language, social hierarchy, which require a lot of logical reasoning, memory, etc. Also, being omnivorous, they have to look for different types of food. So, the ape world is amazing. Here is one book that tells us about the apes, about the great apes, Planet Ape by Desmond Morris. Planet Ape by Desmond Morris with Steve Parker. There's a photograph of a gorilla you can see. Now let's go through the book. This is a Firefly book publication published in 2009. Okay, so let's go through the content. Foreword, meet the great apes, family portraits of apes and mane, ape anatomy, the daily meal, communication skills, social life, sex life, the stages of life, growing threats, saving planet ape, charities and organizations, and last is index and acknowledgement. So each chapter you can see subdivided, subtopics are given under each chapter. The book is fairly heavy and bit larger, of course, because of the large content it has. The font is quite crisp and readable. It varies a bit because some points are given in larger font, bold font, while some are in the smaller. There is only single column in the center of the page. There is no right side alignment. It should have been there, would have been looked better. So there are photographs you can see throughout the books, and so this is a tree, evolutionary tree. So we are here, humans, and you can see we are on the same branch as that of the bonobos and chimps, then gorillas, then orangutans, then gibbons, and then rest of the primates. So where do the apes live? So this is the distributional map with the species given nicely. Then family portraits, then different species are given, like this Bornean orangutan. Then there's a location, habitat, population, then status, and there's a very very small distributional map. Sumatran orangutan, western gorilla, mountain gorilla, chimp, bonobos. Then of course non-ape primates, the prosimians, new world monkeys, old world monkeys. These are given possibly just to compare with the primates. Yes, then the lesser ape, the gibbons. They are not part of this book. You can see photographs are scattered throughout. Yeah, so this is possibly the about the Yeti and Bigfoot, Sasquatch. A comparative figure of a human standing with the gorilla aside. Then hunting used to be there in throughout the world. Then performing apes, you can see observation of apes. You can see so much crowd gathered around the enclosure of a chimp. Then of course studies in the wild, Dian Fossey, Jane Goodall. Apes are one of the most intelligent creatures. Sign languages. Then of course first chimp to be sent in the space. Yes. Then about anatomy. So this is a comparative depiction of the sizes: orangutan, gorillas, chimp, bonobo and humans. Yeah, so this is the comparative skeleton: human, gorilla, orangutan, chimpanzee, bonobo. The best, the part which you should concentrate is the attachment of the vertebral column to the skull. It's different in humans. You can see here it is almost a sidewise or lateral attachment. Here it is almost vertical. Then facial expressions, hands and feet, comparative hands and feet of apes. About the brains, vision, internal organs. About the diet, use of tools. Then dietary intakes, daily needs, the dentition. Then feeding routine. Okay, about this orangutan, they have given a daily schedule of the orangutan. Then yes, sometimes they resort to meat eating, like chimpanzees. They are known to kill colobus. Then communication, visual signals, facial expressions, messages through sound, touch, scent and smell, social life, family matters. So this is the pack size or pack composition of different apes. Then dominancy, social climbing, playing, territories. Then about sex life, courtship, breeding cycles, mating, pregnancy, birth and babies. Okay, so about pregnancy, this tells us about average age of the mother at the first birth, then newborn average weight, ratio of mother to baby weight, then typical interbirth interval. For orangutan it is 7 to 8 years. That's why this ape is in great threat. Then different stages of life: infancy, childhood, milestones of infancy, adolescence, adulthood. Then about illness, injury, death. Yeah, so this is one of the threat to the apes, the tourism, uncontrolled tourism, natural threats, human induced threats. Then hunting and poaching, laboratory experimentation, warfare, and last is about the conservation. Okay, so how we can help rehabilitation? Yeah, so here you can see there are different charities and organizations who are conserving the apes and index acknowledgement. So you can see it covers almost everything about the apes. A very nice book on great apes.